Good morning, friends. I am just slicing up some sourdough cinnamon raisin bread. Wesley, I should have just gotten you to say it. For our breakfast this morning. So I'm just gonna get that in the toaster nice and carefully. It's pretty sturdy, but I'm just a little bit extra careful. Oh goodness, I don't know. There you are, Wes. This bread is hardly fitting into my toaster here. All right, we'll make that work sideways. While my bread is toasting, I'm gonna make a smoothie. So I have some very ripe bananas. I have 3 more in my fruit basket I'm gonna have to do something else with. But for now, I'm just gonna put these 2 bananas into my Vitamix. Yeah, you'll get to have some, absolutely. Then I'm going to put a generous amount of peanut butter in here. And then I add some ice. You were just waiting, weren't you? Okay, yeah, you can lick this too. All of the kids really enjoy this smoothie. If I'm making like a regular fruit smoothie, some of the kids like it. They all will drink at least a little bit, but it's not all their favorite. But this peanut butter banana smoothie, they all really enjoy. We always have either cream cheese or honey with our cinnamon raisin bread. I'm covering up how pretty this bread looks with the cream cheese, but I'm having cream cheese on mine, and this is my breakfast for this morning. First, coffee. Now I'm ready to get started on my day. I'm going to make some lunch for us now. It's kind of been a funny day. We had a late breakfast. I slept in a bit this morning, and then everybody slept in a bit, but I slept in later than the boys did. So I got down here and made breakfast like I showed you. I showed you what we had. And the kids were like, oh, because I had left a bag of almonds on the table this morning, or from last night. And the kids said, oh, we ate a bunch of almonds before breakfast, which I didn't realize. And so they were not very hungry for their breakfast. And so their breakfast, they nibbled on a bit, and then some of it stayed on the table this morning. There's still like 2 half pieces of toast sitting on the table that the kids are working on now. But so it's a late lunch, it's after 1 o'clock, but I feel like, all right, I have to make a lunch anyways because I want to kind of keep our day going. Like if I don't make something else now, they'll be hungry for a meal at 2:30. So I am just going to cook up some scrambled eggs. That's it. I'm not going to do anything beside it. I'm just going to do eggs. I'll do it like omelet style. I have some cherry tomatoes from the garden I'll put in. I'll do some meat and green onions, but that's just a really simple, light lunch today. I'm just gonna add a bit of salt and pepper, and then just a little bit of garlic powder. I should have actually chopped up some garlic. I have some fresh garlic, I could have done that. And then just a little bit of cumin. There is my lunch. So I showed you this morning that I had 1 piece of toast. I actually had 2 pieces. I didn't show I had a second one. And so it has been a few hours since then though. So I am really hungry, and I am just going to get my water from underneath the tripod there. I am just gonna have water with my lunch. What are you having?
Freezy.
A freezy. So I told each of the kids they could either have a freezy or a popsicle, right?
Yeah.
What do you like better?
Freezy.
All right.
I always use paper towels because else my hands are too cold.
Right. So the one rule I have about freezies is that they need to be eaten outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a hot day, so it's a good
Yeah, it's 29 degrees outside.
Is that what the thermometer says? 29
Yeah.
degrees. The kids are all having popsicles. I know I've showed you these before. They are really, really yummy. And so I'm gonna go outside, join the kids, and have a smoothie bar. I'm gonna start prepping dinner. I'm going to make a pasta dish, like a casserole. And my whole reason for making a casserole tonight is because I have this bag of spinach. I've used probably about a third of it. I need to get this spinach used up. If you don't want to waste food, I don't think most people want to waste food, just make sure that you are checking your fridge regularly, seeing what you have, what needs to be used up. I check daily in my fridge and just see, okay, what do I have? What do I need to use up? I know the spinach is in the fridge. Okay, what can I make? What else do I have that I can make a dish using up the rest of this spinach? So I'm gonna start. I have this tray of sausages sitting on my counter. I'm gonna fry up the sausages, the spinach, and some garlic. I'm out of onions, or I would do onions too. I'll fry that all up. I'll do my pasta. I'm just using this whole grain rotini pasta. I am just going to start by chopping. I think I will do two cloves of garlic. And you absolutely could, what is that called? I have one of those, like a garlic press that minces the garlic, but I just often find that chopping it up is just easier and quicker. If you don't love garlic, then that might be too potent for you with just like chunks of garlic. But we are
green Play-Doh.
Okay, yeah, Wesley's getting Play-Doh out to play with while I make supper. We are a garlic loving family, and so we don't mind it like this. Yes. Can you reach it all by yourself?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you get that down then.
Okay.
So I do try to chop it up as small as I can. This is garlic from our garden, and as I'm chopping it up, I'm remembering like these cloves are so big. I think I'm gonna save that one for another time, and I'll just do one clove for today. I have my water over here for the pasta that is starting to cook. Starting to warm up, I should say. To this pan, Wes, can you be just a little bit quieter, bud? To this pan, I've added just a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna add my garlic now. Yeah, I'll help you. Just 1 second, bud, 1 second. And then I'm gonna take my sausages here, and I am just going to squeeze them out of the casing. I don't need much olive oil because I know that my sausages are going to release a lot of oils. And then with my wooden spoon, I'm just going to break up these sausages. So I'm just gonna keep working it, cooking it. The kids came in and requested an apple, and I will never turn down, careful, them having a fruit. But it's obviously time for us to go grocery shopping because this is all we have left is 3 super ripe bananas. So on the topic of wasting food, I never waste our really ripe bananas. I also never put bananas into the freezer because to me, putting bananas in the freezer is wasting them because I will never use them. I used to do that, and maybe occasionally I would take out some bananas and make banana bread. I don't do that anymore. If I have bananas on the counter, I'm gonna use them either in banana bread or banana pancakes or banana smoothie. I only have 3 in there, and I think my banana bread recipe calls for 4 or 5. So I'll probably just make the smoothie I made this morning. I will just make that again tomorrow morning, use all the rest of those overripe bananas, and then the next morning I have a grocery order ready to pick up, and we'll have lots of produce again. My water is boiling here, so I'm gonna turn that down to 7. I think I'm gonna do a whole box and a half. This is quite a bit of sausage. I have lots of spinach. So yeah, I think I'll do it all. And a dish like this will be great leftover too. Sorry, this is gonna possibly get pretty steamy because of this, the pasta I have right here. I'll move you way back here and zoom in. I think that'll keep the camera a little safer. Okay, so my pasta's here cooking. My sausages are all cooked. And so I'm gonna add my spinach now. This is baby spinach, but I still like to chop it up because then I feel like, especially for the kids eating it, they're not gonna all of a sudden have this like big long stringy piece of spinach. It's just little bite-sized pieces. So I'll let this cook down a little bit and then I will add some more. Now that my sausage and spinach are done cooking, I am going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes and also 1 can of tomato sauce. So I'm gonna pour those in. I want to bring this to a boil and let it simmer all together for a little bit. I'm also going to add some salt and pepper. And I'm also going to add some Italian seasoning. This is all I'm adding, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. So I'll add quite a bit there. Get this all mixed together. I just got my noodles all drained. So I'm going to mix together. This is starting to become like, I think it's gonna be like a lasagna almost with sausage. So I'm gonna put that into these 2 pans. I think I will do 1 big pan for dinner tonight, and then I'll do a smaller pan in here. I have a lid for this one. I have a lid for this pan, and so I'll just put this into the fridge and then we'll have it maybe for lunch tomorrow. This dish would be really good. I love adding like sour cream or cream cheese or something to make a pasta dish like this really creamy. I'm out of sour cream, so I'm just gonna use some cottage cheese. It's just gonna be all mixed together, no layers or anything. I will mix a bit of cheese in and then sprinkle cheese on top as well. A couple of hours ago now, I made a pot of coffee because I was like, I wanna have a second coffee. But I have just been too warm to actually drink one, so I'll probably have it a little bit later. The nice thing is about this coffee maker I have is that the carafe does keep the coffee hot for quite a few hours, so I love that about this coffee maker. And maybe after supper I'll feel like a hot coffee. As I'm talking about it being a hot day, it's probably not a great day to have a hot dish like this either, because it's definitely keeping me hot working in the kitchen. I am going to use this soup ladle to scoop some of this sauce in with the pasta. So this one doesn't need to be super full because this is our second pan. I don't have a lot of cottage cheese, but I'll just put a little bit. Now I'll add a bit of cheese to each that I will mix in. That's probably enough. I put some cheese on top of these, which almost instantly melted. So this one's gonna go straight into the fridge, and this one will go into the oven. I have the oven on at 350 degrees. It really just has to warm up. Let me just show my face here. It really just has to warm up. So I'll probably leave it for about 30 minutes and then we'll be ready to eat dinner. I just pulled this out of the oven and that's how it looks. Nice and cheesy. I know we have a few kids, especially the older ones, who love their pasta. So I'm not doing any other veggies or anything on the side. It's just a 1-pot meal for tonight. I'm feeling up for a coffee now, and now that I'm pouring it, I actually think I'll probably have one more a little bit later on too. Sometimes I just feel like using a mug rather than my Yeti, but I'll probably drink this and have one more also. But I'm not planning to eat anything else tonight, so I'm gonna close this video off. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.